We all have these big, ambitious goals, right? But so often we find ourselves just waiting for that perfect jolt of motivation to finally get started. But what if that's the very thing holding us back? In this explainer, we're going to dig into why steady discipline, not that fleeting feeling of motivation, is the real key to achieving anything great. I mean, does this sound familiar to you? You watch some incredible, inspiring video, or you read a powerful story, and you feel absolutely fired up. You think, this is it. I'm going to change my life. And then what happens? A few days later, you're right back where you started. It's such a frustrating cycle, and believe me, you are definitely not alone in it. Okay, to really get to the bottom of this, let's meet someone. His name is Ethan. Now, Ethan is a dreamer, totally full of ambition and these amazing ideas. But he's stuck. He's caught in what we're going to call the motivation trap. So Ethan's ambition, it's huge. He's the kind of guy who tells himself, tomorrow I'll change everything. And you can feel that excitement, right? But the reality, while that initial spark just fizzles out so fast, all he's left with are excuses and that feeling of frustration. It's this classic boom and bust cycle you get when you rely only on motivation. So Ethan he's fed up. He's tired of all these failed starts. He decides to seek advice from his friend Ben. And this conversation leads him to an encounter with a wise old fisherman, a meeting that is about to completely flip everything he thought he knew about success on its head. And what Ben says to him, it's so simple, but it just cuts right to the heart of the problem. He says, I don't rely on motivation, Ethan. I trust in discipline. And boom, that's it. That is the crucial difference. See, Ethan was chasing a feeling, while Ben was building a practice. This is the real turning point. So, Ben goes on to explain this idea, and he uses this amazing example of a wise old fisherman. Think about it. This fisherman, he doesn't just go out and fish when he feels like it or only when the weather is perfect. No way. He shows up every single day. It's about responsibility. His action is tied to his commitment, not his mood. And this is where we get this really powerful metaphor. Motivation, it's like a flash of light. It's super bright, super intense for a moment, and then poof, it's gone. But discipline, that's like a steady fire. A fire you tend to every single day. It gives off this consistent warmth and energy no matter what kind of storm is raging around it. But the most important lesson the fisherman shares, it's a story. He calls it the bamboo tree principle. And this is all about the incredible power of that patient, foundational work that, nobody ever gets to see. Okay, so picture this. A farmer plants a bamboo seed. The first year, he waters it, he takes care of it, and nothing. Not a thing appears above the ground. The second year, same story. By year 3, you can imagine his neighbors are starting to laugh at him. Year 4 rolls around, and still nothing. But here's the thing. The farmer doesn't give up. And then, in the 5th year, the bamboo tree just explodes. It grows 90 feet in only 6 weeks. Just incredible. So, wait a minute. What just happened? How is it possible that something shows absolutely no progress for 4 straight years and then suddenly has this massive, unbelievable burst of growth? Well, the answer is so simple, but it's incredibly profound. For all those years, the real work was happening where no one could see it, underground. That bamboo was building this massive, intricate root system. It was building a foundation strong enough to support the incredible growth that was coming. So what's the lesson here for us? Well, every single time you show up and do the work, especially when you don't see any immediate results, you are growing roots. Your discipline is building that strong, unseen foundation. Quitting in those early stages, when it feels totally pointless, that's like the farmer giving up in year 4, just moments before all the magic is about to happen. And for Ethan, this realization, it changes everything. He finally gets it. He's been so focused on the visible growth, the stuff you can see, without ever building the roots. So he decides to shift. He's going from just having an insight to taking real action. So instead of making these huge, grand promises he can't keep, Ethan creates a really simple daily routine. The new rule wasn't, I'll study when I feel motivated. It was just, I will study. It wasn't, I'll exercise when I feel energized. It was just, I will exercise. He completely detached the action from the feeling. And you know what? That was the entire secret. And look, let's be real. This wasn't some overnight miracle. Not at all. This was a slow burn. But all those small daily acts of discipline, they started to compound over time. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and eventually, years of that consistent effort completely transformed his entire life. So, what's the ultimate secret here? What did Ethan finally learn on his journey? It turns out that massive achievement doesn't really come from some massive one-time action. It comes from something much quieter and much more powerful. And Ethan, now successful, put it perfectly himself. He said, success doesn't mean doing something huge all at once. It means doing small things right every single day. That's it. That's the wisdom he got from the fisherman and the bamboo tree. And now it's just a part of who he is. So here's the big takeaway for all of us. Let's stop waiting for that lightning flash of motivation to strike. Instead, let's build that steady fire of discipline. Let's focus on small daily actions. We have to be patient and just trust that we're growing our roots and understand that consistency, that's the true key to unlocking our biggest goals. And that leaves us with one final, really important question to think about. Don't worry about changing your entire life tomorrow. Just think about this. What is the one small, disciplined habit you can start today? What's the first root you're going to plant?